Cabin crew, 5 minutes to landing, please. 5 minutes to landing. Good evening. What? Where's it? Where am I? Put me back on this instant.
You are on.
What? Not on my screen. I'm not. Oh well, never mind.
You are.
I promise you, I could show you, and it's a big patch of blue and just all right. Whatever. Anyway, thank you. There you go. Thank you, Macintosh, for that. So that's come up now. Hope you're all doing very, very well. Thank you so much for joining me on the 1st of May. This is as early as the first Thursday of the month can be, obviously. We here on Gary Stuff know that you have a choice of live streams at any given time, and we thank you for choosing this one. Hope you're doing very, very well. Hope if you're in the UK, the weather's been kind. Well, actually, wherever you are, the weather's been kind to you. It's about 28 degrees here today, and then it turned very overcast and sort of I think thundery later, but due for another few days. It's all good barbecuing weather, however, and that's always good fun. So, Mikey, how are you doing today? You all right, mate?
Yeah, I'm all good, buddy. Are you back on screen now?
Yeah, I'm back on screen. Yeah. I'm back on screen. I don't know what's going on. My computer literally was blue with you in the little corner thing.
Weird.
It's popped up again. So.
See, you're on mine, so all I did is put you on solo so that it made slightly bigger, and then put you back down again. It worked.
Put me back in my place. And
yeah.
Excellent. Oh dear, happy days. So I hope you're all doing very well. As usual, we'll have a bit of a chat first, say hi to everyone. And of course, we will be having Nick's Conundrum later as well, which I've seen the clues, and it's a departure from the norm, I think it's fair to say. And I also think Mikey's quite happy that I have to read them out and not him. So there we go. What else has been happening here at the North Wing? I've been working, obviously, I did the Messerschmitt BF110 this week, the FX kit, which is a very, very lovely little kit. I have to say, it was a real joy to make. I had a lot of fun painting it as well. I've been today working on the Heinkel 70, which, of course, was the most recent Matchbox Challenge kit. That's turning out rather well. Just done the underside, so I've got the multicolour top coat to do, the Spanish camouflage to do, which I have decided are going to be these 4 colours here. So we have a brown, a sandy colour, a grey and a green, and a mix of those are going to be the colour scheme on a 1/72 scale kit. What fun it will be. I've also started something else, which I'll tell you about another day. I'm still waiting for my bits from Mr. FX for my Jaguar, which you'll have heard I messed up the undercarriage horrendously on before. I've been making progress on the Halifax as well, so that's good. And I've actually painted my first started painting my first Space Marines, and there'll be a video about them. I've been using the new AK game pens on that, which are quite nice actually, because they're like a proper brush and you can rinse them off at the end. You just rinse them off in water, which is a really clever idea. We'll see how they go later on. So it's been busy, really. Shall we say hello to a few people, Mikey, do you reckon? Well, when you've finished your beer, pouring
this.
That's we always stop for pouring beer.
Yeah, we got our priorities on this channel.
Absolutely. Trains on the track and the pouring of beers are things you should always stop for.
Yes. And this beer is caramelized biscuit stout.
Oh my good grief. Caramelized biscuits. It's not like Biscoff, but not allowed to say Biscoff for trademark reasons, do you reckon?
Well, if I can get it to focus, even the picture on the can looks like Biscoff biscuits.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the vibe. And they couldn't get the licensing, so they've just gone with caramelized biscuits. Well, good for them. Good for them. Well, after a brief sojourn to the arms of Bacchus over the Easter break, back on the low alcohol or zero alcohol stuff again. for the rest of this month, because June is going to be holiday time, and that's going to be quite a heavy one, I suspect. So give the old system a bit of a chance to build up some defences. But cheers, everyone. You're very good health to one and all.
Well, whilst we're talking about booze.
Yes, Joe. Sad to see you at rugby here, mate. But due to babysitting, it's not a bad thing if you have to babysit. That's cool. Stuart, yes, hi there. Probably quite devious tonight's model, I think. I think it's a way of looking at it.
Well, given that Mystery Box Nick has got the night off, and I've got the answer. Yeah, I'm going to say it's quite devious.
Yeah, and he also did say the internet won't be of much help. Now, I'm not saying don't use Scalemates or Google or whatever, but he seems to think it really ain't going to help all that much. So that's cool. That's good. Hi, Tiff. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you're very well. Hey, Julian. You're right, matey. Chris, a very good evening to you. Maybe they are. I hope so. I should get if someone makes money out of this internet traffic, I think we should be tapping them up for a bit of sponsorship, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yes, Jim. Another live stream and another mystery box. The conundrum continues. Hope you're doing all well over in Chicago land. Hi, Darren. How you doing?
Hey, Darren. It's been a while, buddy.
Oh, good evening to you. Do you know, Mikey, the weirdest thing happens when you change comments, I disappear from my screen, and then when you put the next comment up, I come back up on my screen. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's not doing it on mine.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm just wondering if it's doing it on anyone else's.
Well, I think they'd hopefully let us know by now, say, you keep disappearing and coming back again. Or maybe there's a conspiracy. Julian's got a conspiracy.
Quite possibly. It wouldn't surprise me.
To make sure no one tells us. So I look a fool all night.
And he's gone.
Matthew, how you doing, Matt? Good to see you, mate. Yes, I hope they don't share the same servers as well. Hi, Phil. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Rob, Mr. J, very good evening to you, my friend. Hope you're well. Jack Daniels is good. Evening, all. Good evening to you, sir. Nick, good evening as well. Good to see you along. Simon, there we go. See, told you I'm getting on with it. Actually, the top half of this is a lovely build. The bottom half needed quite a lot of filler, but the top half was really nice. Actually went together really, really well. Really impressed.
Nice.
I think it's going to look brilliant when it's finished, if I say so myself. I think I'm going to be happy with it. Then on to the next one. Pirate Dredger, how you doing, fella? Good to see you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 25 here.
Yeah,
no,
only 23.
Yeah.
Yes, good luck all indeed. Indeed so. Andy, how you doing, my friend? Hope that retirement is suiting you. Joe, excellent. How are you? Does that mean you're on your mobile on a golf course somewhere and you can't be watching all the time? You have to putt or get a driver now and again, I wonder.
Joe, Morgan came onto our live stream before and he was sat on a bench in Disneyland Paris.
Nice.
With his mates watching.
Nice. Like it. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Very good evening to you. And Carl, how are you doing? Good to see you. Evening guesses, so yeah. Indeed so. Oh, Dubrovnik. Oh my goodness, how beautiful. Absolutely loved it. We stayed just a bit further down the coast at a place called Zavtat. You get there on a water taxi from down by the airport. Absolutely beautiful part of the world. Absolutely beautiful. Not expensive either. Really nice. Ian, how are you, matey? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're keeping okay. 6 of 5. Hello all. Well, hello to you too. Hey, Fred. You doing all right, mate? Yes, the wing is doing me. The lovely thing about the wing is it's got air conditioning, so it's a permanent 21 degrees at the moment, and but most of it's not humid. It's really humid outside. As I say, quite thundery feeling going on, but in here it's nice and calm. Of course, it's all for the paint. It's not for me. It's just the paint behaves itself. That's the only reason this is in.
Yeah. That's his story, and he's sticking to it.
Absolutely. I am low res, am I? Okay, well, I'll double check the settings of the camera, and it says I'm in full HD, so...
It could be your signal.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You are a little bit low res on mine.
Okay. Well, it must be bandwidth rather
than... Also, Julian, don't forget to check the settings in the bottom corner of the video. You can change the resolution settings.
Which, if you go too far, you may definitely regret.
Yes.
There we go.
You might need to change the resolution settings on your screen.
And maybe
window, should we say.
Some medication just in case it's too much of a shock for you.
Huh? What are you on about?
Oh, well, if he suddenly sees me in higher resolution, I think it's going to be all that. 400 megabits per second. We're fine.
Yeah. Marv, you might need some smelling salts.
Yes, definitely. A helpful St. Bernard would do it. Oh, thunderstorm and hailstones. Oh, my goodness, Tiff.
Good thunderstorm freshens the air up.
Absolutely, absolutely. Richard, how are you? Good to see you. Ian Ellison, super. How are you, matey? Good to see you. Really good that you're along. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's yes, it's just a thing I filmed out the window coming back from holiday. I thought, oh, that's a nice intro. So I'll shoot some more different places this year. We're going to back to Albania and then going to Germany and Hungary as well. So I'll shoot a couple more.
What you could do is when you're in mid-flight, record some, and you could have it on a loop on your green screen as well.
Indeed, sir. Indeed, so yeah.
Some clouds going past and stuff.
Yeah. In canopy masking. Ah, what happiness. What happiness. Yeah, so yes. See, Northants isn't all that far away from me, Barney, so yeah. It is humid. Ooh. Very nice, Kev. Yeah, it's like 24, 25 degrees. It's like, okay, that's enough. Let's stop messing around now. Shorts weather.
Yeah, I've been in my shorts for the first time today. First time for a while.
Chris is working on a 24-hour modelling challenge with 3 egg planes, an Avenger, a Sukhoi 37, and an A6 Intruder. Nice. Nice kits, Chris. Yes, I have my Halo just in case it's needed, in case I have to play innocent. Oh, Sussex goes to Leeds. I should be nice again by next week, mate. Hello, Dane. How are you, my friend? You doing all right? Good to see you here. And Scott, all the way from Canada. Happy new, whatever they call it, not Prime Minister. What are they over there?
Yeah, Prime Minister.
Prime Minister. Happy new Prime Minister. Hope you're happy with him. He was the governor of the Bank of England for some years over here. Of course. So actually, yeah, he knows about international markets and things like that. Who'd have thought that was important in a major world leader? But good for you for getting him in. He seems like a good lad as well about other issues that Canada needs. Athol, good evening from a wet Chicago. Oh, that can't be fun. Can't be fun. Philip, hello, matey. Good to see you.
Where are we? Trying to find one that's not just general chit chat. No, it does not.
You dip a Biscoff into it.
Do you know Kaylee's actually got some in the kitchen?
Oh boy.
I think she'd kill me if I nicked them though.
Yeah. Oh well. Paul, how are you, matey? Good to see you. Glad you could pop along. Yes, tripped on stairs, fell and broke his airboat. Well, there you go. That's I remember there's some cricket match not long ago. One of the guys hits a six into the crowd, and the coolest guy on the planet's got his beer in one hand, catches the ball, lobs it back, and then takes a swig of the beer again. Oh, top man, well played, sir. Chapeau to that. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Did I use a mask set? Yes, I did use a mask set on that canopy. Thank you very much. It was an Edward one. You can get the Edward one for that model of 110 and Airfix as well. Mm-hmm. Oh, g'day, Dingo. Hope you're doing very well, my friend. Happy good morning to you. You never know, Tiff. You might just hit the right search key. It might string of search words that might just work. You never know. Marcus, good evening to you. Good to see you. Because it's just fun, Julian. That's why we all have our little niche in the live streams, and unfortunately, you all seem to be getting the blame for everything. But we love you anyway. At Key Model World, you saw Gary Morris and James Skiffins. Excellent, very, very nice. Well done. I'm glad they could help out with some advice as well. They're lovely people. Gary and Skiffs are great guys. They really are great guys. Speaking of which, we'll be with Gary and John tomorrow, 12 o'clock. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, we will. If your wife lets you get us through a whole stream. Yeah, I know. Well, I've got my I've started my base. Looks good. With a big shell hole in it. So this more, I've got a couple of figures I need to paint as well, but I'll be working on that tomorrow. So if you are around, then do pop on to Bearded Veteran Creates tomorrow for the live stream, midday till 2. And we'll be we'll be continuing our builds of the ICM 135th scale Model T military vehicles and putting them into a little vignette. Yeah. So I guess most of us will be working largely on the vignettes by now. Yeah, I've got to prime some of the parts for it tonight, ready for tomorrow. Okay, cool. Excellent. So pop in. And if you can't pop in during the day because you work or something like that, then catch it in the evening. Of course, if you do it during the day, then you can chat with us while you're doing it, which is even better. Oh, yeah. The FX Focke-Wulf Ever 198 need to do some more modelling. Okay, very nice. Take your time with the Focke-Wulf 190, especially the fit of around the nose, just behind the engines, because I found that to be a little bit fiddly. It's not impossible, it's not difficult, it's just fiddly. Make sure everything's nice and clean, all the surfaces are sanded nicely, and dry fit everything first. Just hold them together to make sure they'll fit together. If you do that, it'll go together. Everything else is a dream. And yeah, do some modelling. Great fun. Great fun. 42 Celsius in Flint yesterday afternoon. I went there this afternoon and it was lovely and cool because the wind was blowing. But once you got out the wind, it was red hot. Wow. Yeah. Wow, 42 is taking you, Mickey, though. Yeah. That's like Death Valley. Yeah. Yeah, 26 today. That makes more sense, Julian, because it was supposed to be in the high 20s here today. It's sort of possibly up to 29 at one point. Yeah, I know. I got in my car yesterday. Was it yesterday?
this afternoon, and it was 30 degrees in the car.
Mm.
So the aircon went boop. That was lovely.
Many years ago, I was in Arizona. I had to go to a meeting in Tucson, and I noticed that all the staff car parking was under trees, and all the visitor car parking wasn't. I don't know, or whatever. Got there about 10 o'clock in the morning, came out about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, went to my car, opened it. I thought, I don't remember leaving the oven on. Just leant in, turned the ignition on, and closed the door and went and stood under a tree for 10 minutes. It said it was over 50 degrees.
Yeah.
This in the desert.
Yeah.
It was absolutely insanely hot. Crazy. Oh, right, is that really near where the Battle of the Marne was fought? Oh, my goodness. Wow. Hello, Ian. How are you today? Good to see you along, matey. Richard, chilly and windy here in Perth. Yeah, I think there's a frontal system over like the north of Scotland and northern parts of England as well coming in. Oh, only a few pixels, even better. I'm now Minecrafted, am I? See, I'm the finger right on the pulse of the kids.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm impressed you know about Minecraft.
I know many things. I don't understand any of it, but I know many things. Well, you see how Carl's getting stuff when the messages change, other things go. I don't know. Something very strange going on today. Very strange. Oh my goodness, to 11 degrees on Monday. Oh, that's not nice. I'm sure it'll be better than that, Andy. I'm sure it will be. Think positive thoughts. No negative waves, Moriarty.
I'd rather it be cold and sunny.
Yeah.
Rather than hot and sunny.
Yeah. Okay. I'm a tad fuzzy. Huh.
And he went all to the fuss of combing his hair in as well.
I know.
And nobody can even see it.
You're normal, Mikey. Well, as normal as usual. Well, there you go.
Hi, buddy.
Oh, good. That's good. Be good to see you around more, Darren. Really good.
Apparently, my camera's nice and sharp. So.
Okay. Well, maybe I can do something about. I'll figure out something about that.
You might be streaming at 720. If you're streaming at 720 and you got camera set to 1080, it will pixelate.
Yeah, true.
Because you're trying to cram too many pixels into the same area.
I don't know where that setting is, if anywhere. So, and I don't want.
Don't do it live.
That would mess up the truth. How about if I change the camera to 720? Do you reckon that might work?
Yes.
Okay, I'll change the camera to 720 HD. There you go, ping. So I don't think it's made any difference whatsoever, but there we go.
No.
Whatever. We'll sort it out.
Yeah.
We'll sort it out. I haven't done anything different to a normal day.
It seems to be a little bit more stable now, though.
Well, which is nice.
Yeah.
James, good evening to you from New Hampshire. How lovely. Spring in New Hampshire. Lovely. Oh, 27 degrees earlier. Yeah, absolutely. Scorchio earlier. Oh, yes. Well, you can see the towering clouds because they do tower. They're like 30, 40,000 feet they go up to. You see them from absolutely miles away. Okay. Oh, excellent. Thank you. Dave, now, this is an interesting thing. A lot of people are taking the carrier film off the Eduard decals. And if you haven't made an Eduard kit or heard about them recently, normally you have the carrier film and then the ink goes on top of that. But with Eduard, the ink goes onto the base of the carrier film. So the idea is you put them on the model. Now, Eduards never say take the carrier film off anywhere. And our friend John Marley never ever tries to take the carrier film off Edward kits, and he says as soon as you put clear coat down, the carrier film like disappears as if it were normally.
Yeah.
So I did say, Dane, I'll be making an Edward kit soon, and I will start one soon, and I'll try it without taking the carrier film off to see how we get on.
Mm-hmm.
Also, because some of like the carrier film, some of the stencils are going to be so small, and the fact that Edward don't actually say, make sure you take the carrier film off. I don't know. We'll do an experiment.
Yeah.
We'll do an experiment. But see how you get on. If it works, let me know how you did it. If it didn't work, let me know what you did to repair it, because that's all great information we can share. And if anyone there is in the habit of making Edward kits and knows how to do this, removing the carrier film stuff, let us know. Let us know. Andy came here to avoid 1/72 Lincoln length track gluing. I can ignore that as well by not actually starting a kit that's got 1/72 Lincoln length track. Well done to you, Andy, for doing it, though, mate. Well done to you, mate. Oh, really? Yeah.
I have the same problem with my beard.
Yeah.
When a thunderstorm's coming, a few hours before, I always get static in my beard, and I can feel it.
So people in your neck of the woods walk around and check to go, my beard's crackling. We need to get home now.
Like one of those weather rocks.
Yeah. Thunder in the air, except
Like his beard's like this. There must be thunder.
like a barometer thing, wouldn't it? Cool. 7 degrees, Scott. Oh my goodness, that's not.
I'd rather be wearing a jumper than sweating.
That's for sure. Good evening, Cameron. How are you? Good to see you along. Mark. Oh, flew over one of Concord above the Bay of Biscuit. Soup not like came on. Well, yeah. Even Concord was just flying a long way up. Could get involved in thunderstorm cells. Hi, Mark. How you doing, mate? Good to see you here. Lots of stencils on a 1/72 English Electric Lightning. Yes, there were actually a lot of stencils. I think someone from the US Air Force came over and said, what you need, mate, a load of stencils. Look at what we're doing to this here Phantom we're designing. And they go, yeah, okay, we'll put a lot of stencils on. There's far too many. All I think you have to do is say, right, here it is, guys. Don't touch anything unless you're specifically told to touch it by someone who says, do this to that. Otherwise, leave it alone. Then you don't need half of these stencils.
Yeah.
If you don't know what's behind the door, you don't need someone to tell you that, because if you don't know what's there, you shouldn't be getting involved in it.
Yes.
That's me. All right. There you go. The paint temperature is really actually is quite, temperature and humidity is actually quite an effect on paints, especially spraying paints. Their adhesion, how they cover, they start drying in midair and things like that if you're not careful. Yeah. So you need some humidity and a reasonable range of temperatures. Yeah, Mark Carney, former head of Bank of Canada, as well as the head of the Bank of England. Good evening, David. How are you? No, I'm not going to the Worthy Model Show, I'm afraid. Yeah.
Hey, David.
Hey, David. Eve Wenning, Mikey.
Aye, that I know.
Okay. Good. No, that's good. Well, 109's a nice kit as well. But yeah, it's just that one panel on the top of just in front of the canopy, because there's several versions of the 109. The 190, and that's the bit that changes it. That's the bit of the mold that got changed most. So just a bit of dry fitting, and you'll be absolutely fine.
Ooh.
Hi, Mark. How are you? Good to see you, matey.
We'll make this one the last one because I think pretty much everyone said hello, and we need to get on with the quiz thing.
Oh no, Chris. I can always find time to catch up on YouTube. A few spare minutes. Hey, Darren, right?
Everything else is all saying hello to one another.
Yeah.
So, right, on with the show.
Oh, with the show.
Not like telling you how to run your show, like, but
quite frankly, half the time you need to. You've seen the supporter specials. You know how tangential my discussions can suddenly go. Oh, shiny thing. Anyway, here it is. Nick's Conundrum for tonight, first Thursday, May the 1st, 2025. Good luck all, he says. Box clue, and it says, what if science was fiction? What if science was fiction? So, as usual, what I need from you is to guess what the subject is, what scale it is, and who the manufacturer is. And if you get all three right, you're the first person to get all three right, then you will get a Nick's mystery box of your very own. So, if you can, please make sure you preface your remark. The first thing in your comment should be guess, so that we know it's a guess rather than general chat, and then we can highlight what you're saying. That would be really useful, please. So, what if science was fiction? So, you start your guesses. I'll look from the ruler and see if I can give you some dimensional information. Because a lot of people want to know how big the package is. This box is 35 centimeters long, so 14 inches in old money. It is 20 centimeters, 8 inches tall, and about 6.5 centimeters, 2.5 inches deep. So that gives you a rough idea of size. So start your thinking, start your clattering. What if science was fiction?
You got any way of zooming in, Gary? You look very small on that screen. Shuffle, shuffle.
I don't have a zoom on this. It's just the webcam that comes with the laptop. So I'll invest in a proper camera. X Plus Metropolis Maschinenmensch in 1/8 scale. I've been told I should try Maschinenmensch. That stuff. Bandai Hobby Star Wars TIE Advanced X1 and TIE Fighter set.
In fact, what I might do is, so that I'm not taking attention away from you, if I switch my webcam off, nobody can see if I'm writing down who's guessed it.
Good thought.
So you can still hear me, you just won't be able to see me. There we go.
Okay.
Makes life easier.
Yeah. See, when someone said, it's always got to be seen and not heard, you just put it the other way around. It works just as well.
My dad did say I've got a perfect face for radio,
Well, very nice. Very nice of him.
Yeah.
Mark comes with 144th-ish Pan Am spaceplane from 2001, A Space Odyssey. Chris Ravel, Apollo 11 lunar module Eagle. And Mark reminds us that Sunday is indeed Star Wars Day, May the 4th.
It is. No more guesses yet.
Well, it's quite a broad sort of thing, isn't it? What if science was fiction?
Have I ever made an Edward kit?
Yeah.
I've made a Fokker D7. That's it.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, it's the other one I've made.
In fact, that's when you were making that. That's when I asked John about the backing of the carrier film and stuff. Because
I don't know why I'm nodding. You can't see me, but yeah.
Yeah. Time Machine from Back to the Future Part 1, Oshima 1/24th scale. Not Oshita DeLorean.
No, because then you'd see the answer.
Nice try, David.
Yeah.
Nice try. Phil, X Plus Metropolis 1/8 scale. Oh, is that the? Oh, I'd love one of those. The is it Maria, the machine and mensch from Metropolis? Oh, I'd love one of those kits. Love the film Metropolis. So good.
I got a couple of nice kits today off Rob. Very kind of him. And I got a bag of Haribo off him.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, that made my day, that did.
Excellent.
Mikey have more beers in the hall.
7 pints without saying. The thing is, Simon, I think if he's talking and he's also had 7 pints, I think we will know.
I don't know.
Yes.
I've walked straight after a bottle of rum before now.
Oh, H.G. Wells' The Invisible Man from Mobius Models. I presume that's when he's covered in bandages, otherwise it'd be a bit pointless. The Revell Flying Saucer, the Hanabu from 1/72 scale. Frankenstein Revell 1/8 scale from Martin. 1/48 Revell Apollo 11 Lunar Module Eagle. Forgot the 1/48 earlier. Well done for remembering it needs that as well. Marcus Revell 1/72 Hanabu Flying Saucer. Trumpeter 1/72 F1078 Ultra Saber. Oh, that would be a fun kit to build. That would be fun. Yes, yes, it was, wasn't it? The D7 build was when John put the top wing on backwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
He had his hand over the only bit that sort of made it stand out.
Yeah. And of course, we've let him live that down ever since, haven't we? We
of course.
Barely ever mention it.
No.
Simon says, hit the like button. Yes, please do hit the like button. The YouTube algorithm loves it if you do things like that.
What's going on there?
Which makes them think that you love me too. And they like
Oh, you mushy.
Nice. Jim has seen Metropolis many times and asked to at movie theatres. It's one of those movies you can really, really benefit from seeing at a theatre, especially if it's quite an early print, so that the richness of the black and white toning is still there. It's a gorgeous film. Cowhide model, Pegasus, Hanabu 2 Flying Sauce 144 scale, UFO spaceship plastic model kit. Picture 1 of 14. That's
yes.
Yeah. X Plus Machine and Mensch Metropolis Silver Screen Edition. Ooh.
You'd have to paint it in black and white then, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Wilco Models Martian War Machine 1/72 scale. Excellent.
That could be an interesting group build.
Yeah.
Live build.
Pegasus 1/72 Area 51 UFO. Model collects FW1000 Bomber 1/48 scale. And Soviet Bull Tank with winter ski and interior. Mini art 1/35 scale. John's just built his ball tank, hasn't he? And he's done it as a cricket ball. It's so good.
Well, Duke sent him some 3D printed cricket players, didn't he?
I saw them.
They were painted wonderfully.
Doing the warm-up thing.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the sort of famous parts of cricket on TV history is Merv Hughes been told, right, you're going to bowl next over, Merv, go and get warmed up. And he's doing all of his stretches, like all this sort of thing. And all of the crowd behind him are doing exactly the same thing. It's really funny. Really, really funny. And he had this massive handlebar moustache. Great bowler.
Good man.
Oh, great bowler. 125th AMC Star Trek First Officer, Mr. Spock. Sarah, how are you? Good to see you along. Very good evening to you. Portland, 1/8 Monarch models, The Fly. They may well have done, James. I wouldn't know for sure whether the East German government actually owned any of the rights, because I'm not even sure if they even existed then, or whether, I don't know, because Metropolis was so old it would be difficult to track who owned the rights, I'm guessing. But yeah, they may well have done. They may well have done. They did use a lot of it. Festival KI 47 from Model Collecting, 1/48 scale from Chris. The Academy Da Vinci Flying Machine, scale unknown. Hello, Graham. How are you doing? Good to see you here, matey.
Hello.
The DeLorean, 1/24 scale, comes up again from AMT Ertl.
No more guesses at the minute.
No.
Time for a beer.
Time for a beer.
If there's no guesses in the next 30 seconds, I'll go on to the next clue.
Okay.
It's only 3 minutes away anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, those kits that Rob sent me, one is the Chieftain Mark 10 from Tacom, and the other is the Grant Mark 1 from Mini Art.
Wow. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
That's quite a complex little tank with two guns on it.
Well, funnily enough, I was looking at them the other week online. I thought, that'd be an interesting tank to have.
Yeah. I think it's a 75. The main gun was the hull. The one in the hull was a 75, and something like a 37 or something on the top.
Well, a lot of them got taken when they got taken back to Australia and stuff. Were used by farmers, weren't they?
Really?
Yeah, they were used to just drag around the equipment on the farms. That's where the Australian Tank Museum. They've got their own YouTube channel.
Oh right, yeah.
That's where theirs came from.
Oh right.
They bought it off a farmer and did it back up.
That's amazing. Right, so a colorized version of it. Okay, in 84. Oh, Flying Pig British 9.45-inch trench mortar. Oh my goodness.
That'd be a cool one. Be small, but it'd be cool.
Yeah, 1/35. Well, 9.45-inch mortar. Really fairly big barrel.
Yeah, but when you compare a mortar to a vehicle and then scale that down to 35.
Yeah, but so I would have thought a trench mortar that's like 9.5-inch caliber is going to be a pretty substantial back end, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
It'd still be pretty impressive anyway. The flying pig, I like that. Kosobuki Ace Combat ADF 11F in 144th scale.
Bet you couldn't say that when you're drunk.
I can't say when I'm sober. When I'm drunk, I might have more sort of flow available. Yoshima 124th kit from Knight Rider. Okay, interesting. The Time Machine in 1/6 from Masterpiece Models. From the film from H.G. Wells. Love the thing. Plan 9 from Outer Space, Flying Saucer from Polar Lights. Now there was a bad film. That was such an awful film. I love it. And Richard also comes up with the 124th kit from Knight Rider from Ushma. And Jim comes in with the dad joke, the more to the merrier. Very good, my friend. Very good. Mobius Models B9 robot from Mark. Okay, I will check out Oz Armour Workshop.
Yeah, they are good.
Excellent. 1/8 Bride of Frankenstein from X Plus. Bill?
Should we go on to the next clue?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So the next clue is external panels over an internal skeleton. So, what if science was fiction and external panels over an internal skeleton?
There you go. I'll put a box clue up for you as well.
Lovely, thank you. Final Countdown, Nimitz, and an F-14 Compact. That's an entertaining film. Stuart, it's an amoeba Eugenia paramecium from Lindbergh in 1/1000th scale. Or is it? No, 1000th
Yeah, 1001, wasn't it?
Really blown up, yeah. Eugenia paramecium. My goodness. Space 99 Eagle from Ian Burton. Jim, yeah, those guys do some incredible restoration work. It never ceases to amaze me how much a lot of these museums and restoration people can do with a heap of rust. And within a few years and an awful lot of hours of work, they got a thing not only looking good, but they can get them running again.
Yeah.
Spare parts can't be that easy to find. They just, we'll machine one. We'll machine some of that. Yeah. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Ian Burton, Space 1999 Eagle. Transporter, I guess. Mark, 1/72 scale Wellington Bomber by Revell. Maybe because one was found on the moon, famously. According to some newspaper or other. Travis, how are you doing? Bandai 1/100th RX-78-2 Gundam figure. Uh, 1/72 Meteor from Airfix. Does anyone do the World War II version, or is it the same airframe? It's not the same airframe. The current Meteor that Airfix do is the F8 and the FR9. They've got different cockpit, longer tail, different tail plane completely to the Mark 1 to Mark 4, I think it would be, for World War II. People do the World War II version. So if you look for Meteor Mark 1 through to Meteor 3 or 4, then try the Meteor Mark 1. That guaranteed that's in World War II then. But someone does them, I think. It'll come to me soon. I know somebody who probably does do. They do a lot of marks. Special hobby. They do a load of them.
Dane's heading off.
Oh, Dane, sorry to see you go so quickly, mate. Let me know how you get on with the decals for that Edward, though. 3 grants from a farm. I love that. Also, the fact that there's a farm and it's just like happens to have 3 tanks just sort of sitting around on it. It's brilliant. Revell Mandalorian.
You think about it, they're ideal because no matter how muddy the ground is, they're going to get the tanks are going to get through it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially in Australia.
Yeah, absolutely. And they probably run on fairly much anything. Okay, that mortar would just be the 76.92 millimeters high.
Yeah.
It's about 7.
It's nearly
quite big.
1.5 times the height of the Hanomag.
Yeah. Quite wow.
Nice.
Airwolf helicopter.
That'd be a cool one.
You're in a space model kit. Yes. At 1/35th scale. Yes, of course. The Willy Lay Space Taxi in 1/48 scale from Monogram from Simple Skeptic. The Revell 1/44th International Space Station Platinum Edition. Well, that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. 1/72 Stratus 4, which is also the TSR2 in disguise. I would be very happy with that, Graham. Ian, Invisible Man, Renwalk 1959. Rafael reissued it. Not sure of the scale. It's okay. It's okay.
And that's it on guesses for now.
Mm.
So, what builds have you got planned?
Well,
Other than what you're doing on my channel in the future. They don't need to know that one yet.
No, I've forgotten. Oh no, I know one of them. Yes, I'm actually really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to finishing the Model T. Actually, doing a bit more mud weathering on it tomorrow, doing the little vignette for it, and doing some figures. I think that'd be really good fun. Because I don't really get to do that sort of thing very often, to be honest. And it's just want to develop some of those skills, and then to a point where I feel comfortable enough making videos about them all. But yeah, I'm getting there. I've started filming this one as well separately, just bits and pieces of it. But yeah, other than that, there's all sorts of so many things I've just got to finish. But I'm waiting for. I'll make a real push on finishing the Halifax next week. That's for sure. I've got something else that started earlier today, which is Bristol Blenheim Mark 1 in 1/72, just because it's been sitting there for ages and it's been bugging me. I've got some Marston mat I need to build and paint and spray, because if you do a box review of 4 bits of plastic matting, it doesn't look very good. So I thought, well, I'll open it, I'll show you the box, and then actually make the things. And then, of course, I've got a 1/48 scale base to put things on to show them off later.
Yeah.
There's things I will be starting soon. I've just got the Black Hawk Down version of the Black Hawk from ICM. That arrived this week, which means I've now got 3 Black Hawks, and I've got to choose which one I'm actually going to make. And I think it might be the Black Hawk Down one.
Yeah.
What else has arrived this week? We've got the MiG-29 with the JDAM ER bombs. So it's MiG-29 kit, the 2008 ICM MiG-29, which isn't brilliant, but it's not terrible. It's not brilliant. It's the one that they released as Ghost of Kiev a couple of years ago. And that's got JDAM ERs, the extended range JDAM bombs. So they're all in the pipeline, and another few things I want to build.
Yeah.
Plenty to come. Oh, the Moonraker Space Shuttle, 1/200 scale from Revell.
That'd be cool.
Hey, Sakura Hobby Terminator T800 1/6. That would be cool. Well, there you go. External panels over an internal skeleton. Makes sense. It would be a Terminator, wouldn't it?
We apologise to our Austrian friends.
Yes. And the gubernatorial friends of California, and several. In fact, we just apologise in general.
Yeah.
Moderate 112 RoboCop. Excellent. That would be cool as well. There's so many cool kits people could guess with.
Yeah.
Convet NEV Nuclear Exploratory Vehicle from Mobius in 144th scale. Anyone close yet? I have no idea.
How can I put it? You know, when gentlemen get to a certain age, they start hanging rather low, right? Imagine a really old Eskimo walking through the snow butt naked. That's how close you got getting at the minute.
Why do you have to put these visions into the minds of my lovely viewers?
Because that's really drives home how cold they are.
Literally, 2 people have just stopped watching the stream. Literally. I watched the counter go down 2. What? And they'll probably pop up 3 or 4 when other people hear about that. But there we go. So people are. In fact, it's popped up by 3. So there we go. We've changed our demographics slightly to one that we may not actually want. No, we do. Of course, we do. We love all of our viewers. Yes. So the long and the short of the answer there is no. No one's even close so far, I think. Barney, Revell Star Wars TIE Fighter in 110th scale, I should say. Pegasus Hobbies 144th Nautilus submarine. Oh, that'd be cool. Stargazer Models Discovery XD1. Discovery XD1 in 144th. Get to the copper. Samir did a 148th Glostometer F1 in 1999. And yes, the F1 was a wartime model. There we go. Mobius 77 Seaview, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Oh, I remember that. That was good. Owen Allen. Really good build of the case. Oh, thank you very much. Model Ts are cool. The Model T kits are really nice, actually. I really enjoyed making it. So.
I like doing the 124th ones as well.
Yeah. Excellent.
Hell yeah.
Well, there you go.
Artie Ed Marty.
I don't know. Mobius 2001 Space Station 5 orbital platform, 1/2600th scale.
No, he's just digging trenches.
Plowing his own field. Julian, translation from Mikey Knees, we're all nearly eating cold. Lol. Yes, absolutely. The Tamiya 48th Meteor and Sky Raider are hard to find models here in the States. Okay, cool. Very much looking forward to their 132nd Meteor later this year, I believe, from Tamiya, which would be the F8 and FR9. Looks really nice. Darren guesses 148th Spitfire Mark 1.
I think if Nick was sending Gary the new one of that, I'd be stealing it off him.
Yeah.
He's getting a Stolly. I get the Spitfire.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. Lunar module from FX in 1/72nd scale there from Matt. Oh, got to go. Sorry to see you going, Phil, but thanks very much for joining in, and catch up on the stream later on, and you'll find out what it was. Or indeed listen to it on Monday Matters, of course. Thank you very much. Progress on the modelling journey. I'm enjoying it. Again, but the thing is now there's less, well, not less stress. I'm still trying to find the workout, the workflow properly. But once the workflow does work, I'm very much stressed, much lower. And it means I can just relax into having fun with things like pre-shading and oils and powders and just trying to make it look really fun without putting too much work in because I'm lazy and I haven't got so much time to make things. So, yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. I was very proud of the kit. I have to say, I'm very proud of the build. Thunderbird 2 and 4 from International Rescue in Hiroshima, 1/350th scale. I'd be very happy with a Thunderbird 2. Really would. Dalek, no, yes, there you go. Rob, that's the best way to do it. Just enjoy it, throw in a wild guess, and enjoy your Guinness. Good man. What we like. Rafael Horton 229 from Dutch Dave. It isn't. I know it isn't because he's already sent me one of those. It's up there somewhere. Got to build that at some point. I think every time I mention a kit that I've got, I really must build that soon. Terrible. Well, it's better than working for a living anyway. That's for sure. Tiff, just relax and enjoy. Just sit back, look at everyone else's guests and just have some fun. Doesn't matter.
Oh dear, how sad.
Yeah.
Over here, it's not slow. And we're speaking the Queen.
Indeed. Because, yeah, I've heard, yes, Inuit, absolutely. The language I know for sure is Inuit.
Inuit, out of it. In a bit, out of it.
And Eskimo also had an earlier French spelling with Esquimeau or something. Very, very strange. But yeah, Inuits.
It's just what we were taught in school.
Revell had a Meteor F3 planned in 2023, but it's cancelled. No, what happened, Julian, was that they were going to do an F3, but then everything was just dragging. The project was really, really dragging along. And then they got Luke on board. Luke Slaney-Hewitt had left Airfix, went over to Revell as product manager, and convinced them that a Mark III really wasn't going to sell. A Mark VIII absolutely would sell, especially as you can have it as a Mark IX as well, and have cameras in the nose and all sorts of options, and it can be the basis for other things in the future. And so he just basically gave them a kick up the backside and really got the project running again. So when it comes out in, I think they're hoping to have it out for November for Telford. Then whenever they do, then you need to thank Luke Slaney-Hewitt for getting it back on track and getting it as a model that they'll sell a lot of. I suspect they'll sell an awful lot of them. Looks beautiful what they've done with it so far. Giving you a headache in that, yeah. I know, it does, Tiff. It can do, but just let it flow. Let it flow around you.
Hey, fact checker, we're on the panel.
Yeah.
We steer the ship.
Absolutely.
You just check the navigation.
Yeah. Left hand down a bit.
Yeah. But he is right. It is time for clue 2.
Right. So, clue number 2. Crisis on Solidarity Planet Pitzan. I'm going to say it's Pitzan. I don't know. Pitzana. Crisis on Solidarity Planet Pitzan. So there we go. What if science was fiction? External planets over an internal skeleton and crisis on Solidarity Planet Pitzan.
Just looking up that one, just looking it up, and that's actually incorrect because Inuit is only one half. There's actually 2 groups of people that the term applied to.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's only one tribe.
Maybe they're the Canadian ones or something, as opposed to
No, they're both Alaskans. It's just one's the Yupik and one's the Inuit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah, but we're veterans. We don't really think of offence and don't really worry about it
because it's never meant. That's the one thing.
Exactly, it's the intention. That's what people have to remember.
Yeah. But we tried to say things as people prefer them to be said, and if we cause offence, we absolutely never mean to.
Yes, offence is taken, never given.
Neil comes in 1 second. Airfix Wellington. Yeah. Oh, it's got a Bandai Thunderbird 2 on the bench doing a Royal Canadian search and rescue. Oh, that's a fun thing to do.
Yeah, that's cool.
Imagine doing a Thunderbird 2 like the sort of that RAF bright yellow SC rescue colour. That would be a laugh.
Do you know, I've got an FV434 from Accurate Armour today, and I was thinking of doing it in bright yellow with the AA badge on it.
Very good idea. Chris, the A90 Oleonok Star Wars Death Star, one's of 52,000 scale from Stuart.
Okay, skipping that next one because that's just weird.
Yeah. The ARP Transparent Thunderbird 2. Okay, 1/350. Death Star Bandai 127,000. Okay. Simon. Oh, but the third boss of Badger's Cranbourne Poacher Ruby already. Well, why not? If you've not got to work tomorrow for once, why not enjoy it, mate? Why not enjoy it? A Ravel Apollo 11 lunar module, 148 scale. Oh, here we go. Third can of Guinness opened there by Rob. Well, this could be a race to the bottom. Simon and Rob.
You mean we're not scraping that already?
Yeah, no. A Buzz Lightyear Toy Story Bandai, no scale available. From Tiff. Yeah, see, thanks for keep going. It's all right. It's fine.
In the same minute, somebody else had the same idea.
It has the same idea. Toy Story 4 Buzz Lightyear. AIP Thunderbird 3. That would be very nice. Portland, guess Crusher Joe Minerva 1/400th scale. Okay. MP, greetings from Portugal. Well, very good of you to come along. Model Plastic, glad you obviously have your electric back. Hope things weren't too terrible over the last few days for you. That looks absolutely terrifying. Certainly no lights whatsoever anywhere. Yes, RF Grey as a transport command. That would be fun. Yeah. Like the C-17 sort of thing, I think. Mikey, the only bright yellow on a 434 were the yellow handbags you scammed.
I didn't work on them, actually. I was a vehicle mechanic, not a recovery mechanic.
Aha. Jack Daniels going to guess 12-inch American hot with extra jalapenos inspired by Google search for Planet Pizza. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Oh dear. MC Eagle 2 with Lab Pod 1/48th scale.
No, it wasn't yours, Julian. It was somebody else's.
Spelling port without alcohol. Well, there you go. You see, sometimes it just evens you out a bit, reduces tensions and things like that, and you can spell correctly. And then you keep, and then you can't spell at all properly. So it's just a delicate balance. Drink responsibly. That's the answer.
Yes.
Matthew, main Atreides ornithopter in 1/300th scale. That's from Dune, isn't it? The Dune franchise, I believe.
Yeah.
Again, my finger right on that pulse. I'm glad everything's okay now, Model Plastic. That's good. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. Surfer Boy VW Pizza Van from Ravel in 1/25th scale. And Sarah thinks it's a pizza delivery van from Toy Story and others. Or the claw machine.
That would make sense, actually, because there is a pizza.
Okay. Yeah, pizza, that'd be nice.
Oh, because the pizza shop in Toy Story is called Planet Pizza, isn't it?
It is indeed. Yes. Yes. Yeah. There's one in Futurama. I can't remember what that is. And in Men in Black 2, it's got a pizza place.
But I think in Futurama, you're thinking of Planet Express.
No, that's the delivery company. But when he starts out, before he gets captured in the machine, he's a pizza delivery boy. Yeah. I seem to remember. I love that program so much.
I'm sure Julian will find it.
Yeah. Trade Federation tank, 1/32nd scale from AMT. Monogram Battlestar Galactica. Be fun. Scores on the doors are that Nick's behind by 4 at this moment, I guess, given the number of clues that have gone. Alouette 2 helicopter runs 32nd from Ravel in Portuguese Air Force scheme. Very nice. Very nice. Crusher Joe Galleon 135th scale from Hasegawa. Or Hasegawa.
2 seconds.
Uh-huh.
Just sorting out my drink.
All right, no problem.
There you go. Oh, there you go. It's Panucci's Pizza.
Panucci's, of course it was. Well done, Rob. Thank you very much, mate. 148 Cylon Raider from Battlestar Galactica. Okay. Stranger Things Surfer Boy VW Pizza Van from Ravel in 1/25th scale. Mm-hmm. And all-terrain personal transport from Zarkus in 1/72nd scale from Stuart. Okay.
Sounds out of this world.
Yes. Solidarity Planet Pizzana. Well done, Barney. Drinking responsibly, haven't knocked over your beer nor spills it down your shirt. Well done.
Good man.
Well done. Oh, City Scale Models Marcus here early in the pub garden with a couple of us balls and nice weather. Why not? Well, it's one of the clues, Mark. Crisis on Solidarity Planet Pizzana. If you didn't know, CT, he makes amazing masks for kids.
Oh, yeah.
Just done the Jaguar and another one. Another Airfix one. And they're really nice masks. I use them a lot. Really, really good paint masks. Oh, he's just on the F-35, the Ravel F-35, that's right. But no, if you get normally you just get things like for the electro-optical sensor underneath the F-35. There's like some diamondy shaped things, but he's done two sets. One set is like scale accurate, and there's like a third of a mil gap between them, and it's also done the gap's slightly wider, which is a lot easier to place and things like that. It's very, very careful thinking behind what he does. Get his set for your Lysander, Mikey. He does a set for the FX Lysander. Amazing. Really,
well,
really good.
Did you see that video I posted up before? It's the who made the Lysander? Westland.
Westland Lysander.
Yeah. There's a Westland Wendover as well, and it's the front end of a Lysander with the back end of a Lancaster.
Yes, yeah, the quad power turret, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. With the tail and everything. It's cool.
Yeah. That would be great. Ravel, Stranger Things, Surfer Boy Pizza Van, 1/25th scale. Joe Minerva, 1/400th Hasegawa. Crusher Joe, I do beg your pardon. David's got this, yeah. Crusher Joe Minerva. David, this has got me stumped. Yeah.
I'm not sure it's got anything to do with cricket.
No. Toy Story, Alien Aoshima nose scale available. Lindbergh line 196 scale US moonship. Interesting. Woody's Pizza, number 9 from ANT, 148 scale. Gyoza Pizza Planet delivery truck in 1/24. Okay. Frog R101. Oh, R101. Yeah. My pleasure, Mark. Entirely my pleasure, mate. You just keep making great products. I'll keep shouting it out. Toy Story, Aliens, Rocket Aoshima, no scale available.
It did, mate. It actually arrived just before my live stream this morning at dinner time. So I opened it up on the live stream right at the beginning. And thank you very much.
But by the way, Rob, very jealous about the Haribo. I'm just saying. Just saying.
And I got a nice
letter. He send me Haribo, does he?
Yeah, I got a nice letter off him as well.
I know. Rob is an absolutely top lad. Absolutely top lad. He really is. It just uses the CT scale model's mask on the Hurricane. It even has masks for the undercarriage. It does indeed. They're really nice sets.
Are we ready for clue 3?
I think we are. I think it's about time we did clue 3, mate. And this is where the fun starts. Yoshikazu Yasuhiko.
Hey, you did it.
In my mind, I've been practicing.
You've been reading it all night, haven't you?
Yoshikazu Yasuhiko is number 3. Oh, Paul, CC, thanks for what you do, Macy. You make my life a lot easier. Absolutely. Absolutely right.
Also, look, thanks. I've got some like the Hurricane and the ME109 to do in 148.
All right.
Yeah.
When
I get around to it.
Hindenburg won 520th scale. I suppose that's because of the skin and the skin underneath.
Well, that depends when the model was based on. Whether it's 10 minutes before or 10 minutes after.
Yeah. A pile of metallic stuff, yeah. Also, Stuart's got the Spitfire 24th scale set from CT. Excellent. Yasuhiko-san is indeed an animation artist, one of the finest animators of Japan, in my humble opinion. A revolutionary. Okay, clue number 3 is no idea. So 4th can of Guinness, here I come. Oh dear, what have we done?
Is Rob just doing a can for each clue that he doesn't get?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, we're going to have to stop calling this a challenge, aren't we? Because
it's like when we're in the unit bar playing Roxanne and things.
It's just leading them astray. Really terrible.
Did you ever get to play Roxanne?
I don't believe so.
It's quite a funny game.
Okay.
If you're on the wrong team, you end up very, very drunk very quickly.
Okay. And I'm guessing you played to lose.
Nope. I was the smart one.
Chris, anime model, Yoshikazu Yasuhiko, Art Maraya 1/6 resin kit. Okay.
Ooh.
That would be interesting. He is a manga and other styles of Japanese animation. You're very... Cheers, Mark. Really, what you do is brilliant, mate. Keith Park's Battle of Britain Hurricane in all major scales. Okay.
Nice.
Interesting. Mobile Suit Gundam Rocket Pizza Delivery Overgunned Guy 185th scale. That just sounds so much fun.
It does.
Polar Lights 144th scale Godzilla.
Ooh, missed one.
Research from Ice Cold Pepsi Max. Number One Son just got me. Number One Son is doing a good job then. Darren Nakajima Kate from Hasegawa in 148 scale. Bandai RX 78/2 Gundam 2.0 in 1/144th. Okay. Giant Gorg 148 scale Takara DXSF robot animation. Okay. Yasuhiko-san. Craterworks Crusher Joe Galleon in 1/35th scale. And for me, a 144th scale Mobile Suit Gundam, the Origin model number HG RX-78. Dutch Dave says, could it be a fundamental?
A fundamental?
Fundamental. Gundam.
Oh.
Because he was at this, he started Gundam, didn't he?
He did.
Oh, Shinden second edition. Ah, my goddess, Zueki Mura, 1/32 scale. And from Sarah, Gunpla, Amazing Strike, Freedom Gundam model, 144. Messerschmitt BF19G6F Toys, 144. I'm sure. Okay.
No more guesses at the minute.
I'm guessing a lot of our wonderful viewers are slightly less confident with Scalemates and Gundam and anime than they are necessarily with that, say, Messerschmitt.
I
don't blame them. It's a closed world to me at the moment. Well, although I do have a Gundam figure to build at some point, a Justice Gundam. Looks like a lost one.
Yeah, the drinking game Roxanne was. You had two teams. One side had to take a drink when Sting said Roxanne, and you couldn't stop until he'd finished saying the word. The other team had to do it when he said red light. You can put on your red light.
Okay.
And you couldn't stop until he finished saying that. If you're smart, you went on red light team because he doesn't say it as often and he says it quickly. Whereas Roxanne, he drags it out over several bars.
Yeah. So include all members of the band or just Sting?
Whenever it's said on the track.
Right, okay, that's good. Because I think because he said every now and again, it says, no, put on your red light. But the background band is going, Roxanne.
Yeah.
And that's okay, I'm with you.
So if you end up on the Roxanne team, you end up pretty drunk. By the time you finish.
I'm afraid I was very, very
drunk. The old man in the snow has fastened his fly. There you go.
Okay, so it's a bit warmer.
Yes.
Tetsugin 28 Gigantor, 1/100th scale.
There you go. I even did it politically correct then.
Well done. Well, it's very restrained of you. Well done, sir. Indeed. Messerschmitt has Gundam art on tail, apparently. Oh, Mecha. I'm guessing that's Messerschmitt.
Mechamit.
Mechamit.
I had no idea.
Oh, Simple Skeptic. Yes, I saw that somewhere on Facebook. There's a brilliant looking 3D print set to upgrade the Bristol Belvedere to the in-service version, so with massive wing at the back and the right doors and all sorts of stuff like that. Kind of about £25, I think. I'm serious because I've got a Belvedere, so I was quite seriously considering doing that.
Oh no, I'm out of beer.
That's no good.
No.
Bad planning. Bandai RX-78-2 Gundam nose scale from Barney. No, I haven't seen that yet. I've got one on order. The ME109K4. Uh, 1700 Space Cruiser Yamato. Macros HG YF19 1/100th scale from Mark. Bandai Yamato 2520 in 1/1500th scale. There we go. Thank you, Rob. A B-class 12th scale Akira Kaneda's power bike. The Bob Newhart show drinking game from his youth. Oh dear. Bandai RX-78 Gundam. Okay. Asagawa 176 Ace Combat ASF X Shinden 2.
Well, no more guesses at the minute.
Wow.
Sorry.
Well, since it's gone this long into the game.
Yeah. We've got last clue coming up in a bit.
I know.
I think Nick's hit his stride now.
Bob Newhart, Professor Proton. In regard to Dorset Man's hit the bill, buy the whole kit. I think it's cheaper to buy and looks much better than the original. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. 148 Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown F-22 Raptor. Oh. Okay, not a Scooby, Gundam anime. So far at my wheelhouse, I'm not even on the same ship. I kind of know where you are with that, Julian, but I have got one just to try it out, to see what it's about. I have to say that the moulding looks insane, with like several colours of plastic on the same frames. Oh, it's absolutely brilliant moulding. You've got black in one corner and then clear in the next corner and red along the top, all on one frame. Like, wow, that's really cool. Stuart is throwing in the towel on this one. Stumped me.
Oh, don't give up. We like to play the game.
Yeah, Mad Mayday. Nick's going to win this one, we reckon. Rob reckons it's going to be for the victory. Out for a duck, Darren. The fiendishness kicks in yet again. Asco 148 Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown F-22 Raptor Strider 1. Portland 22 172nd Crusher Joe Fighter 1 or Crusher Joe Fighter 2. Hasegawa. Thank you for that. Atom Boy Flying Pose Crystal version Dragon 1/10 scale. Goodness me. Poor Bandai One Piece Grand Ship Collection Arc Maxim no scale and a kit number.
Don't forget, we need all the information in one message.
Yes, Bandai 144 scale RX 78 Gundam. So Nick took the 4 behind score as a challenge. I think he did, June. I think he's taken it a bit personally, if you ask me. I think so. It is only a game.
So yeah, we need the maker, the kit, and the scale all in one comment.
Bandai at 1/100th scale Zaku 2.
That's it at the minute.
Yeah. When was the last time we actually got to clue number 4? Long time ago.
I know, right?
Yeah. Portland's go 172nd scale Crusher Joe Fighter 1 Hasegawa. Simon's got no idea whatsoever, which is why I've been doing a tiny bit to his 89 boxing of the FX Harvard 2, 172nd scale. Very nice too. And Portland's 172nd scale Crusher Joe Fighter 2 from Hasegawa. If anyone gets near this, I'll be staggered. I think we all will be, Paul, to be perfectly honest. And he's also coming 172nd scale Crusher Joe Fighter 2 from Hasegawa. Tables empty cardboard box 1-to-1. Yeah, we have been there before, haven't we? Bandai Lifestyle Pickle Rick with working Duracell laser weapon pack. My goodness. Marshall 112 scale Iron Man. Oh, that would be pretty cool. Oh, there we go. I don't think we've ever got to clue 4. Ah.
We have, because it's been a couple of times where nobody's got it. There must have been. So he must have got to clue 4.
Yes. I rest my case, Your Honour. Half an hour of brain melt left. Make it sound like a medical thing we're doing here.
Yeah.
Tetsuan Atom Astro Boy Tezuka Productions, no scale. Hello, George. How are you? Mandalorian the Child from Chris. Grogu.
There we go.
There you go. Good point. Yes, we remember that.
Okay. So, I'm happy to say the old man is now curled up in front of a fire with his carpet slippers on with a blanket over his lap.
It was quite warm then.
Oh, yeah. He's nice and toasty now.
Excellent.
He's settled for the night.
Wow.
Because we have a winner.
Woo! We cannot believe it. We have
Yeah.
a winner. My God. After all that. That is fantastic. Well, that means I'm going to have to open the box and see what we've got.
There we go.
You may notice, dear viewer, there's a couple of plasters on my fingers. This one was a closing the door injury, but this one was a modelling injury. So I've got a knife, and it's a ceramic thing, and it automatically pops away because I can't be trusted with sharp things apparently. So it's actually frighteningly sharp, but you can't leave the knife blade out and accidentally hurt yourself, which is a good thing. Also very useful if you're on an aeroplane, because A, the blade is well within the rules for blade length, and B, you don't get picked up on things at airports and the scanners at airports being ceramic, and you don't have any awkward questions saying, why are you taking this knife?
Do you want
to
show the kit first, or do you want the winner first?
Tell me who the winner is, because it's ooh, I know who the winner is now.
Yeah. And now everyone else does as well.
Yay! It is indeed. Oh, Crusher Joe, Fighter 1, 1/72nd scale. Creator Works, which is part of the Hapsagawa thing. Oh, wow. That is really quite funky, actually. That is really cool. I'm going to have to open this up.
Yeah, that was Portland 182 at 21 minutes 29 with clue 3.
Excellent. Well done, Portland. Very well done, my friend. You know the rules. Send me an email. I'll put you in touch with Nick, and Nick will send you a mystery box of your own. He'll get in touch with you, have a chat with you about what sort of thing you'd like to do, and then he'll send you something as a congratulations for winning. So here we are. This looks all very nice, all very brightly coloured.
Email address is at the bottom, by the way, Portland.
Yeah.
It's going across the bottom.
In fact, you've emailed me before, so you should still have it.
Oh, Gary.
Oh, Paul, mate, thank you so very, very much. I will pass that on to Nick if he's not here. I know he's off somewhere this evening, may or may not be here, but thank you so much, mate. That is really, really generous of you. Thank you. That is really kind. Yes, so, yeah, it's all interesting, brightly coloured plastic. This is
See, I was making notes because, yeah, he put 1, 2, 3. He put at least 5 or 6 where he was very, very close to it. He was just right manufacturer, just the wrong scale and the wrong model. So that's why he's on the right lines. And that he started on Clue 1, where he got a close one.
Oh, right. Okay.
In fact, box Clue. He was close.
Wow. Well, that looks like, there's like stickers of some sort. There might be paint masks, actually. That'd be cool. Yes, it's also very brightly coloured plastic. But the parts look nice and sharp. There's actually not really any flash that I can see. Well, and there's two figures, a male and a female figure. I'm guessing that the big burly, this is Crusher Joe and this is Glamorous Assistant or something. Those were the days that's happened in. That was the time. The pig-tailed assistant and the big ripped muscular chap was presumably Crusher Joe.
Your current score after tonight, 17-15 to the chat. So Nick's caught up 2.
Wow. Oh, well done, Nick. Oh, it comes to the base as well. How about that? All right, that's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm obviously going to have to make this at some point. It can join the queue. But yeah, quite a lot of instructions. So, and decal sheet as well. We like a decal sheet, proper decals, not sticky on things. Water slide decals. So very good.
Rob said, once we hit 60, we're only allowed to write with crayons.
Yeah.
Andy said the all-in-one message was a clue, but I was too slow. Yeah. Yeah. Got to give him a chance, haven't I? I mean, like I said, poor guy been getting it almost right for well over half an hour.
Yeah. Then it gets sniped around him at the last moment. Oh. Well,
Aaron Bill says, Gary, do you get to build the Guess the Nick models? Nick Guess models.
Do I? Yeah, I can. Yes, I can build all of them because they're all over there. He doesn't make me send them back or anywhere. I've built a couple in the past, but the slight problem is that when he sends me a model that's really interesting and really strange, it tends to be really difficult to make because that's why. 1 second, I'll show you one of them. I do have one that I can.
One of them is my fire engine.
Yes. Oh, yes. I need to send you that. I've got some other stuff for you, by the way.
Ooh.
Mikey, drop me your address, will you please, somewhere, because I've lost it. I'm useless.
Yeah.
But, I've got there's a couple other bits and pieces. So this was one of his. This was the Martin Baker Tank Buster from Unicraft. So this is a resin kit, and I haven't made much resin kits before.
That looks like John Marley's answer to a Spitfire.
Yes, it is flying the wrong way around. Yeah, so basically what it was the 6-pounder quick firing gun that the Setsi Mosquito carried, the Mollins 6-pounder gun, on as small and light an airframe as they could manage and make it reasonably flyable. It was never built, let alone fly. It never ever came to. But it was an idea. It was the war came up with weird ideas, and it's an odd plane, and I love odd planes. So that was one I have made. But there's all sorts of weird stuff up there that I would love to make. Absolutely love to make. So yes, I do get to build them. There's just so many of them. Yes, Julian, that's going to be a good point. I think he's up for getting there and then going into the lead. I don't know what he's got planned for the next one, obviously. Next live stream is the 20th of May, so a while yet to go.
Yeah, it's quite a big gap this time, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing about this being the first day of the month as well as the first Thursday. So this is as big a gap as we can get between the first and
Oh,
third
you're frozen, Gary.
shows. Am I? Yeah. Okay.
No, it was me.
Ah, right.
My signal dropped.
Oh, okay. Yes, this is as big a gap as we can get between the two shows, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There we go. So that'll be it. By the way, I'm really not sure if I'll be doing either the Thursday or Tuesday streams in June, because I will probably be out the country when the two streams are due, and I don't think the Wi-Fi where we will be up to live streaming. And to be honest, I don't think my dear Maria would like me. By the way, it's 9 o'clock at night here, I know, but it's only 8 o'clock in England. They're expecting me to live stream. And you can imagine how well that would go down. Oh, but I'll be back in 2 hours. Don't worry about it. That's not
I can just picture you, though, sitting there itching because you know that you should be live streaming.
Yeah. But bearing in mind being on water, I suspect I'd be over the side before the end of the stream, which would make great viewing, would make wonderful YouTube. But that's the ones, and I won't be around to pick up the revenue from it. But anyway, there we go. Is my stash going French duck?
Can hardly fit it in. I only know that because he did the same thing on the letter to me today. And he explained it.
Dearie me.
There you go, Gary. Explain that one.
Explain the clues. Well, Yoshikazu Yasuhiko was the guy who drew.
No, start at the beginning. Drew
the story. Well, what if fiction was science was fiction, or what if fiction was science? Well, it's kind of, what if science was fiction? What kind of is science fiction-y, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. External panels over an internal skeleton. I'm guessing that's because I don't know anything about this particular brand of anime, so I don't know the stories in it. I'm guessing that is something to do with that, but it is not panels. The planet is where a lot of this action takes place. I believe, from this series. Yasuhiko-san was the superb author and artist who created this series, among many others.
Clue 4 was?
Joe, where is the #1 crusher? Well, this is Crusher Joe, is the character. And it's fighter #1, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes. Does that work out? Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
That'll do.
Yeah. Looking forward to me building some of the Nick models on video. Well, I will. There's a couple up there. Every time I go over there, I keep thinking, do you know what? I really fancy doing that. And then I look at it and think, yeah, but it's a resin kit with photo etch and a vac form canopy and white metal undercarriage. And am I, or shall I start this Airfix Messerschmitt 110? I'll do the Messerschmitt 110. It won't take half the time. But I do really want to do some of these things because they look amazing. I've been doing some resin, as you know, from the Aerocraft Mars 52, that beautiful kit of the Mars 52. Really got to like that. Really started enjoying doing metallic paints as well. So, yeah, I will be.
I've started using the AK metallic paints. They're really nice. The AK ones? Was it AK? Oh, Vallejo ones.
Right.
I've been started using the AK 3 Gen Flesh and Skin set.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. The Vallejo metallics are really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot like the steel and silver and all of that.
The gold is nice as well.
Even though they're Model A, you can just brush them on straight away and they do set really nicely.
Yeah.
Paul, good evening. How are you? Okay. There's plenty of cheap airbrushing sets out there. I've actually got one to review, which it's been sat on the shelf recently from Gallery. So it's a tabletop compressor with one of their airbrushes, and it looks really nice. And they're not expensive. So I'll try and get a review done this weekend. It's called a Serenair. I'll see if I've got it here.
I've got one that comes in a set. It's only like 35 quid.
Yeah.
Can't remember what it's called.
Okay, let's hope that's all going to stay put. Yes, it is. Oh, so yes, so they've just released this thing, the Sonar compressor. So it's a tabletop compressor, comes with one of their airbrushes, variable power, and all that sort of stuff. And it's really quite nice and compact and really good fun to use. Actually, the compressors. Oh, that's a compressor there. So it's like halfway between like the compressors you get for like narrow bar things, which are okay but not crazy good, and the full-blown things you put on the floor underneath you, sort of compressors. So as a starter, it comes with a 0.38 millimeter needle brush. There's a cap for it, a tank for it thing up there, and there's the air cables and stuff like that. It's a nice little package, actually. So I'll be reviewing that hopefully at the weekend. It's like very much the entry level, but it's pretty good, pretty basic stuff, but good.
I got the Iwata Neo airbrush, and then I got the Fender Elite airbrush kit. I think it's about 35 quid, and it's got 2 mil, 35, 0.35, no, 0.2, 0.35, and 0.5 mil, and it's got all the hoses and nozzle and things like that in it.
Yeah, excellent.
It's pretty cool. It's the one Gary Morris uses all the time.
Okay. Most of the time, I've got like a Timber Tech compressor, which was almost 60, 70 quid or something like that. And then just the regular Gallery brushes on top of that.
I don't know what my compressor is. Oh, my compressor's Fender as well.
There you go.
FD182.
Okay.
Oop. It's going to fall off.
Huh.
It sits under my desk on a stool.
Okay.
So that I can, when I'm spraying, I don't have to lean down. I can just reach under the desk and switch it off. And adjust it.
Yeah. Well, no, thank you. Thank you for your generosity donating your prize, mate. That is brilliant. That will help some veterans get over what their job has done to them. I think there you go. Paul's tried the Serenair kit as well. Very nice. That's what I had just there. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's probably not a great idea. I just say, yes, if you're going that way, another glass of wine would be nice. Is about as much as I'm going to want to be doing, to be perfectly honest. Yeah.
And even then, it's if you're brave enough.
Oh, I know. She's very good at doing things. She was superb in Hawaii one time, getting the drinks, because she started chatting with the barman about, and was telling her about how he loved the fact we still had a queen and the Americans took their queen from them and all that. And while he's doing that, he's still pouring the dark rum on top of the Mai Tais. So she came back with these 2 Mai Tais with like about that much mix and about that much dark rum on top. You're going to get them all in future. Go and have a chat with your man about the queen. Go on. It's very good like that. Oh, yeah. You in London, we don't get free rail bus travel and rail. What we get is a 60+ card, which is £10 a year, and that gets us on buses and railways and underground and all that for no more payment. It's actually still £10 a year. But when we get to 67, we get the Freedom Pass, which is the whole kit and caboodle, and nationally, I think it works nationally.
Yeah.
Well. But
I think
I
up
don't
here,
have a 6 card.
yeah, I think up here when they turn 60, they get a bus pass. I'm pretty sure my mum's got one.
There we go, Dan. Very good. Very good. Very nice. Very nice, Aaronville. That's and yes, Andy, very recently retired, didn't you? Good man.
My dad's still working. He enjoys it. Well, he doesn't enjoy it, but he'd prefer it to being sat at home.
Yeah, I think Nick's like that as well. I don't think he really. Sure, he does all sorts of things still here, there, and everywhere after a lifetime in the fire service.
Yeah, they'd have to give Nick compulsory retirement, wouldn't they?
I don't even think that would work. He'd still turn up. So what are you going to do about it?
Sit there at the gates watching him, looking all sad.
Do you really think you're going to stop me working? I think not, pal. Out of the way.
I'll sweep the floor for free.
No, Nick, he said by the end of the day, you'll be sweeping the damn floor for me.
Yeah.
And he'll be directing. Barney, the kit was the Crusher Joe Fighter 1 from Hasegawa, 1/72 scale. There we go. That's right. Thursday, the 5th of June, I'll be in Cologne. And Tuesday, the 7th of June, I'll be somewhere else. I don't know where.
I have some cologne up there on the shelf.
Yeah, well, you see, that's where it comes from. You see, you can go and see the factory where eau de cologne was created.
In fact, it's Sauvage.
Well, yeah, eau sauvage, you see, right, yeah, different stuff.
It's very nice.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because I use a lot of aftershave.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, you have to coat the whole beard in it, so you know.
Well, that's what I do. I spray the beard, and it smells lovely all day. Then.
Yeah. But then don't go anywhere near naked flames, obviously.
Well, no. Luckily, I don't smoke anymore.
Yeah. You'd only smoke once more, mate. I promise you that. Really good.
The tattooist that I used to go to, he had his beard. He always had his beard tied like that. Mm-hmm. And the reason was when he lay in bed at night, he smoked his rollies, and the fag would drop in the middle, and it burns his beard like that.
Oh my good God!
Burned the middle away. So now he always has it tied up or plaited.
Oh, Tiff, hope you feel better tomorrow.
Yeah, need you to mod.
Yeah. All right. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I officially retire at 67 as well. It kept getting moved up, and then it's a type of thing.
Well, aren't they meant to be moving it up again soon?
They probably are, but then I think they've learned their lesson. If they backdate it, then they're going to end up having to pay a lot of money out to people. So yeah, they probably will say, people born at this age will now have to work, and then they'll raise the women's age as well. Keep that going up and up and up.
Well,
eventually it just won't
now that's got to increase at the same rate, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's what they asked for. It's equality.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So they're going to be really upset now.
Yep. A Jaguar. I don't know why you click to see a Jaguar here. Not here. The GAD 39 currently on sale UK Am's 26 quidish. Excellent. It's a lovely little airbrush. GAD 39 is a really nice entry airbrush. Get last bus home at 6:30. Oh my goodness! Well, that's the one good thing about living in the metropolis. Is public transport runs pretty late, and if you can't, then you just get an Uber. And
I think it runs to about 10 o'clock here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think because it's rural, we sort of need public transport to run late at night.
Right. Yeah.
Because you can't exactly walk home because there's like miles of road that are just pitch black and things.
Yeah.
Or dual carriageways and stuff like
that. Ealing Broadway, which is a 20-minute cab ride from here, is on the 24-hour tube network. So there's always get a tube there. There's night buses around, which they're not the greatest things to travel on sometimes, but they're there.
Yeah.
The tube itself does run very, very late as well. So and as I say, even then, you end up somewhere in Wembley or something. You just get an Uber, 10 quid, and I'm home.
See, one of the things that I struggled with when before I drove was the bus to go from Chester to Rill was number 11 bus. The bus to go from Rill to Chester is also the number 11 bus. So if you're not paying attention and you go, oh, number 11, and go onto the other side of the road to get it, you end up going the wrong way.
Right.
Or if you don't know which way Rill is, you just know that you want to go on that bus.
Yeah.
I did that once. I think I've been up for 2 or 3 days working, and I was absolutely knackered. And I got on the bus, went to get on the bus, and it was all at the bus station. So it wasn't on one side of the road or the other. It was the bus stand that it was on.
Right. Yeah.
And I just saw number 11 on the bus and just went and got on it. And I was going to Rill. Got to Rill, I was like, why am I here? What? Oh, damn it. So then I had to pay for a ticket to go all the way back.
Oh, jeez.
In the opposite direction.
Huh. That'll teach you.
Yeah.
Oh.
At the time, I was working. I was working like 2 jobs and things. So I was knackered.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Max has got a 59 Gladiator and a 67 Spitfire 9. Think each. Nice. 99 pounds from Amazon, 2 brushes and a 3-litre capacity tank with the compressor. Nice setup, actually.
Of course, it's particularly difficult for Julian because he's only got one work in hand.
Well, yeah.
So he really is fighting an uphill battle, learning.
Jack, good to see you, mate. The next one is the 20th of May. Tuesday the 20th is the next live stream. Oh, there we go. Okay, very nice. Yeah.
To be honest, I use my Iwata Neo for both. I just clean them out in between. I actually quite enjoy cleaning the airbrush.
Yeah, it can be quite sort of soothing. Sort of take your mind off things with it.
Yeah, I just switch off and strip it all down and strip back up. I do it every time I change colour.
Yeah. I always take the needle out and wipe it, changing colours and give it a good clean through. But I tend to use one brush for acrylics and another brush for lacquer base. Also, because the one I use for lacquer is the Mobius 0.2, so it's a smaller needle, but also dial down the pressure on that. Yeah. And changing the airbrushes reminds me to change the air pressure as well. So it's a kind of like a set routine that means I'm not going to mess things up as much. Yeah. But then put the other one back on to do. I'll use that for almost everything, priming and acrylic color as well. Rob, good to see you, mate. Thanks so much for joining in. Sleep well. Oh, there we go. Using Wales on Bristol.
See, I think ours is supposed to be in Wales only, but because of the way the bus routes work here, it allows us to go into Chester, or it allows the carrier to go into Chester. because it's part of the same bus route.
Right. Yes, indeed. So only one live stream to go. I haven't got my FX Boeing clipper yet. No. What I did do. Oh, Julian, good to see you, mate. Thanks so much for all your help. See you very, very soon. What I did do the other day, slightly controversially, was cancel all my pre-orders at FX.
Oh.
Cancel all of them because I found because I found out that pre-ordering doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to get the kit that much more quickly that I can do a box opening and think, yay, first box open. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And secondly, I found that if you go through the British Airways Avios store, their portal, and then go to the FX store, you get 5 Avios points for every £1 you spend on FX kits. So stuff that. I'm going to do that in future. So whenever something comes out, I want that. Then I'll go through the routine and earn some Avios points.
Well, this thing, if pre-ordering isn't, if they're not going to get a pallet or a couple of pallets of the kits sent ahead for the pre-orders, there's no point in pre-ordering.
No.
Because the point of pre-ordering is you get it first.
Yeah. But getting it first to me means getting it on day 1, not on day 3. So then pre-order means you get it on day 3, you get the first tranche of delivery that comes off the ship.
Yeah.
And then, rather than for some retailers maybe have to wait 2 or 3 months for their orders to filter through the system. Yeah. Or they get 3 in. Well, Alex Mann would tell you all about this. They'll get 3 in store, but they've actually put in an order for 9. Yeah. But their allocation is only 3. It's things like that to get around. But to me, with this business, it only makes sense if pre-ordering means I get it on day 1. Yeah. So then I can do the video. Otherwise, doing it on day 3 or day 7 really means nothing to me. So I just order it from them directly, get the Avios points as well. Yeah. Everyone, and I'm a happy boy. It goes towards free flights in the future.
Yeah.
All right.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah. There you go. See, it's all right in Flint, having a rail card in Flint, because the nearest railway station is Flint. After Flint, there isn't another railway station until 12 miles down the road.
Okay.
Well, about 14 miles from Flint. So where I am, there's no point, because I'd have to drive 5 miles to the train station to go 12 miles the opposite direction back. So I might as well just go to straight there.
Yeah. Used to drive Chiefies as well, different every year. Very, very good. Well, it's 10. 10.
Yeah.
Can I do an airbrush cleaning video? I'll think about doing one. I can actually tell you to watch Barbatos Rex. He does a brilliant one about airbrush cleaning. He does one for using acrylics and one for using lacquers, and he's just the main man. So probably best if you watch one. With acrylics, the key is hot water. Having hot water to flush things through with.
Yeah, can imagine.
Yeah, that's for sure.
There we go.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Mikey, for your help.
All right.
Great stream, as ever. Thanks to Nick for the box. Thanks to Portland 182 for donating his prize so generously to Model C Heroes. And, of course, to Julian for looking after us and being, I was about to say responsible adult, but for, trying to keep some sort of control when we can. Brilliant. We'll see you all. Remember, Monday Masters next Monday, of course, and the next live stream, which is the 20th of May, Tuesday, 20th of May, but I'll remind you about that later on. So thanks very much for watching. Take very good care, and we will see you very soon. Bye-bye now. There we go.